The Trump administration have put a lot of pressure against the credit bureaus, now leading to getting them canceled. Now, with this cancellation, this means that banking institutions are now using other options to actually extend you credit besides your credit bureau scores. Now, with this pressure, it was started with Senator Josh Hawley calling out FICO and the credit bureaus working with collusion, and that they are using their position as the federal government, using them as a standard, that they're using that to their advantage now to charge everybody with the price that they dictate, and that they have a sweetheart deal and need to be investigated. Then Bill Pulte and the Trump administration also accused the credit bureaus and FICOs working in collusion with one another, and that they're actually creating a monopoly to block out other people and businesses in the game, and saying that they were retaliating against the Trump administration with lobbying because Trump had made changes with housing and mortgage, like FHA, VA mortgages, some changes, and now they're retaliating against his administration. Also, Elizabeth Warren has been a long against the credit bureaus for decades. And so she's actually recently introduced a bill to roll back some of the controls and the dominance of the credit bureaus, now leading us out to this breakout. And now the credit bureaus and FICO is crying foul, saying that they're being unjustly targeted. And what is your opinion on that? Are they being unjustly targeted, or do they need to be actually called out? And should there be other options? So drop your opinion in the comment section. Now, with what's going on, it's leading to three big major changes with the Trump administration going after the credit bureaus and FICO. So we're going to break down how you can use this to your advantage, because this is going to give you more options, because now banks are canceling them out. Understand, banks actually need you. You know, a lot of you guys don't realize that banks make money off of interest. They don't have anything else going on without you. So with these high interest rates and people are not getting qualified, they're trying to find other options on how they can verify your income and actually judge the risk to lend out, or they're going to be out of business if they can't lend to you. So we're going to break down how you can use this to your advantage in this video. If you want to stay up to date with credit information and ways to improve your credit score, subscribe to the channel. And if you go to my website, you can download this free hard inquiry removal package. The link is in the description of the video and in the pinned comment section. Now, with the Trump administration accusing FICO and the credit bureaus of collusion, this now is forcing them to actually turn against one another. So understand, the FICO scoring model is actually a generated computer system, and they are a separate company by themselves. And so with this generated FICO model, imagine it's like dealing with Apple, ISO, you know, that is a model for a type of phone. Then you have Android. But in the phone industry, Apple dominates. So does FICO. So 90% of lenders would use the FICO scoring model that is offered by the three major credit bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. But you also have Vantage scores. So you would see a Vantage score on something like Credit Karma, but it will have those same three major credit bureaus using that scoring model of Vantage 3.0 or 4.0, and it's issuing that score. They're using that model. So they use both, but they majority use FICO. And that got FICO the majority of its business. But now with this pressure from the Trump administration calling them and the credit bureaus as working together, colluding and making a captive market on these systems, now they have turned on each other. Now, this leads us to the first major change, that FICO is issuing their scoring models directly to lenders, meaning they're becoming in competition to the credit bureaus. They're cutting them out as the middleman for them, and they're going directly to the lenders, and they are charging a cheaper price. And now you have the credit bureaus, because of this move, losing out with their stocks taking a hit. Here's the overview of what's going on. FICO surges as it cuts out the credit bureaus in direct sales plan. Credit score modeling company Fair Isaac Corporation, widely known as FICO, surged on Thursday after unveiling plans to sell its credit scores directly to mortgage lenders and resellers, cutting out credit bureaus that serve as intermediaries and rattling major credit bureaus' stocks. Shares of Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion fell amid concerns that the move could erode their revenue. Mortgage lenders previously relied on firms to obtain credit scores will be able to buy them directly, reducing the dependence on the bureaus. Now, that's a major shakeup because this is going to remove large sums of profit from the credit bureaus, which all three of them are making over $1 billion a year with just selling our data. They're not government agencies, they are private corporations. Even worse, 80% of these credit scores that they are selling out have errors. So now you're going to have FICO just selling their scoring model directly to lenders, and depending on the model the lender is using, then you have a workaround to then see on the point system so you can improve your credit scores without dealing with Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, which make it a nightmare to get these negative items off of your credit report. Now, it's important to still maintain factors with your credit scores. So you want to remove negative items yet and still, because FICO is still dominant with being used by lenders at 90% at this moment in time. But if there's a shift change even against them, as I'm going to show you with number 2 on this push by the Trump administration. But make sure any outstanding collections, charge off, those negative items you want to still deal with. Now, with my elite credit system, users like Greg was able to remove his collection within 12 days. So if you need my help with my AI software and my credit coaching, you can access that with the link in the description of the video and in the pinned comment section. Now, the second big change the Trump administration has pushed, now banks such as Chase and others are going to use alternative data with AI software to judge your credit worthiness, meaning are you worthy to pay the loan, and different credit products back, such as credit cards. Now, there's a big rollout using AI data to replace the credit bureaus. This article by Forbes, the new credit bureaus, how real-time models are rewriting financial inclusion. Credit has long been the passport to economic opportunity, yet over 26 million Americans have no credit history, limiting their access to mainstream financial products and forcing reliance on costly alternatives such as payday lenders or pawn shops. The paradox is stark. The system designed to measure responsibility often exclude the very people that it is meant to empower. This raised an urgent question. What if we can reimagine credit worthiness in real time using artificial intelligence and modern data infrastructure? AI and real-time analytics offer a way forward. Instead of relying on history paradox, modern leading platforms can access credit worthiness dramatically. This evolution turns credit scoring into a living system, adaptive, transparent, and reflective of real financial behavior. AI-driven models are transforming the definition of financial responsibility by incorporating alternative data sources that go beyond traditional credit metrics. Now, a new partnership with Nova Credit and Chase has been announced, where Chase is looking for alternative ways to qualify people for credit, especially those who are immigrants who just got into this country, are new to this country, and people that has really thin profiles. They want alternative measures in order to judge credit worthiness. Nova Credit cash flow solutions to be utilized by Chase. Nova Credit, a leading credit infrastructure and analytics company, today announced that Chase has selected Cash Analyst to power its cash flow underwriting capabilities. Chase will also use Nova Credit Credit Passport to access and decisions with international credit data. These solutions will enable Chase to serve more customers across the United States who have limited credit history or are underserved by traditional credit models. Chase is committed to being the bank for all, and tools like Cash Analyst and Credit Passport will help its mission by giving us more comprehensive view into each individual and their credit needs, says Chris Reagan, president of Chase branded cards. With this new data source, we can better assess credit risk and make more informed lending decisions and approve customers with right size lines of credit. And Nova Credit isn't the only AI analytics software that is coming out. Plaid also is offering now a risk scoring model to banking institutions in order to give a cash flow scoring model for those to open up credit approvals for those that are underserved also. So many of us have used Plaid and have seen Plaid actually be used for credit decisions more often. So this is going to break away from those older models that only looked at you into a box. So understand debt to income right now is very important when you're considering your credit, especially for approvals for loans. This is a huge part. So they are going to now start using these AI models to look at your cash flow to judge you, just not looking at your credit score. And that can have more of a decision on whether you get approved and the right size of the approval for you, not just looking at your credit history alone. Now, the third major push, well, Trump and his administration has rolled out with mortgages as such as FHA mortgages and other government-backed mortgages to now have a variation in credit scores that are being used to get in more approvals. And now they are using Vantage 4.0 scores and FICO 10T scores. So prior to this, you had that the banks, when they are getting approved for government-backed mortgages, to use 3 credit scores. So they will pull all 3 from TransUnion, Equifax, Experian to try to judge you for a mortgage. And they will take your mid score, the one in the middle, but they will be looking at all 3 credit bureaus to see if there's any negatives on there. But now they are going to limit it down to 2. Now they're going to use Vantage score models, Vantage 4.0, where many people have a higher credit score on their Vantage scores, along with the FICO 10T score. So this should open up more approvals for homes for more people. So with this is going to give you some flexibility instead of just looking at the credit bureaus and they had that captured market. And it cut a lot of people out from getting home loans. So this can be good for you. But one thing you want to make sure you understand now, you need to stay dialed in on this credit information more than ever. Because if you know where this variation is with what models that they are using to judge you, you can then pivot to the best bank for your situation. So you don't want to take this willy-nilly and just think, hey, I can do whatever with my credit right now. And you want to know your credit situation with these other models, and you want to pivot and understand which bank that's going to work more to your advantage for the product that you're going for. So you just can't fall asleep when it comes down to your credit history. At this point, you will have an open door to not just be stuck into whatever Equifax is saying, TransUnion is saying, or even Experian. Now you could have more options, but you want to learn more than ever at this time and go with the flow that best fits you. So hopefully this information was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comment section. More detailed questions, you can go to my website and all your questions go directly to my cell phone. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned.